Welcome back. The battle to tamp down China's latest Delta outbreak continues after another 65 local cases were reported overnight, the highest in 3 days. This came as more Asian countries relax border restrictions, while New Zealand's largest city is exiting isolation soon. Auckland is on track to end its lockdown in the coming weeks after more than 3 months of isolation. Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern praised residents of New Zealand's largest city for signing up for COVID jabs.
Auckland has worked so hard to get their vaccination rates high. They deserve to be able to move as soon as they hit those targets, regardless of what's happening in the rest of the country. But just to be clear, event facilities like movie theatres and gyms will remain closed for now. Face coverings, record keeping and physical distancing, of course, are required.
Over 90% of Auckland's residents have received at least one jab, while more than 80% were fully immunized. And for the first time in 20 months, the United States has reopened its border to double-jabbed visitors from overseas. Non-U.S. citizens from over 30 countries and regions, such as China, Britain, and the European Union, will be able to arrive quarantine-free. But visitors will need to get a negative COVID test result within 3 days of traveling and submit contact information to U.S. authorities. Over in Asia, business travelers arriving in Japan can serve 3 days of quarantine from today, down from 10 previously. Singapore is also welcoming vaccinated visitors from neighboring Malaysia after opening to nearly a dozen countries. But Asia's largest economy is sticking to its COVID-0 policy. China added 65 local cases from 20 provinces overnight, the highest uptick in 3 days. 20 of those infections were reported in the port city of Dalian in northeastern Liaoning province. The central province of Henan vowed to contain and kill its outbreak in a week, after tallying 18 cases. Authorities are determined to ring in the latest outbreak as severe snowstorms descend upon northern China. In the U.S., rappers Travis Scott and Drake have been sued for inciting mayhem at a concert on Friday that left 8 people dead and dozens more injured. This after Scott sent his condolences in a black and white video posted on social media.
I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated.
Scott was performing at the Astral World Festival in Texas when the crowd surged. He was joined by Canadian rapper Drake during the headline set. The pair are accused of inciting the audience to ignore security and encouraging people to violently storm the stage. Videos on Twitter also show Scott and his staff refusing to halt his performance, despite desperate pleas from fans that people were passing out. 30-year-old Scott pleaded guilty in 2015 and again in 2018 for public disorder charges at concerts. China's Wang Yaping has made history after becoming the country's first woman to walk in space. Wang flew out from the Tiangong space station with her Shenzhou 13 mission commander Zhai Zhigang. The mission's third member, Ye Guangfu, stayed behind to support the walk. The pair completed tasks such as installing robotic arms and a suspension device. Wang, Zhai, and Ye launched into space last month and will stay there until spring next year. Back in Hong Kong, the police have made their second biggest cocaine bust in the city's history. Over 600 kilograms of the drug were seized and 1 man was arrested. Alman Lee's more.
Over 600 kilograms of cocaine, worth around $620 million, discovered inside these tin containers in a recent drug bust. Police found 256 of these barrels in a Tinshui logistics company last Friday. They were declared as frozen juice from Brazil, but authorities discovered drugs in 7 of them.
Why they use metal drum instead of plastic bucket? I believe, or we believe, it makes the law enforcement agents more difficult, more time-consuming to dismantle those products concealed with drugs. So it takes longer times. And it also provides a protection for not that easily being detected by other device. So if we use not very high efficient or effective X-ray machine, we may not be able to detect there's something inside.
Police said it took them 2 full days to crack all the containers open. They also had to drill through frozen liquid to get to the packets of cocaine, which made it even more difficult. Tools such as hammers and electric drills were also found at the scene. Authorities first became suspicious when the recipient said the supposed frozen juices did not need to be kept in a refrigerated truck or a freezer. They arrested the 28-year-old man who rented the warehouse and was in charge of receiving the drugs, and did not rule out more arrests. Police say drug-related crimes surged by over 40% throughout the first 9 months of this year, compared with 2020. They said they would work on cutting supply chains and boosting civil education. Amelie, HKIBC.
Hong Kong stocks continue their decline from last week, with tech shares leading the slide. This came as Beijing kicked off a key party meeting amid a wave of regulatory crackdown. Alibaba lost 1.6%, while Meituan tumbled 2%. Also retreating were biotechnology shares, as WuXi Biologics plunged 8.6%. The Hang Seng Index closed down 0.4% today. Now let's take a look at the markets. The Hang Seng Index closed down 106 points. Top 10 active stocks: Hang Seng down $3.60, WuXi Biologics down $8.80, Alibaba down $2.60, Meituan down $5.60, and Tracker Fund down 12 cents. Ping An up $2.15, BYD Company down $7, Xiaomi down 5 cents, and Hong Kong exchanges up 80 cents. Forex trading against Hong Kong dollar. Euro is trading at 9.01, British pound at 10.52, and Australian dollar at 5.76. Over to the UK market, FTSE 100 is down less than 1 point. On to the weather now. Tomorrow will be cool in the morning and at night. Temperatures range between 16 and 22 degrees. The mercury will gradually climb up in the next few days. Now let's take a look at the weather around the world. That's our main news for Monday night. Join us for more news at 11. I'm Sarah Wong. Thanks for watching. Good night.